and I am, and I'll tell you, the novice path is a path. So I'm going to answer their two. So if I talk, my name is Merneith. I think I already said that. She has to pick a book that has a prompt from the. Hi, my name is Merneith, and I am the Altarian character that Lisa's created for this readathon that she's taking part in September, called the Magical Readathon. She created me, and because I like books and I'm obviously the best character she's created, then she said I could do the TBR video this month. She's decided to create another character, but she's an elf and we don't like elves. She lives in a different place to me. I live in the Dark Meadow, and my life is practically living in a library. The elf wanted to do it as well, but I told her no. So here we are. If I talk a bit weird, I do apologise. I only started growing in my fangs this year, so you'll have to bear with me. The way this readathon works is she's got to read prompts, and I think she only has to complete 2 prompts to get along the novice path so that I can go to Aurelium. She needs to definitely read these books, else I've got no other options. So there we go. So she needs to read these prompts to get me along this novice path, and if she gets me there, as well as reading prompts that relate to my character, where I live and the area that I live in, then I can go to Aurelium next year. So I'm really psyched about that, and I'm hoping that she gets her finger out. I'm slaving away researching in the library all day, so she better get her finger out and read these books so that I can go to Aurelium and actually put the learning and the research that I've done to good use. Lisa, when you're editing this, make sure you read these books because you're my only hope, basically. I'm going to take you through the prompts that she's picked and the book she's picked for each prompt, and then she's also taking part in something called Bookoplathon, which sounds really cool. I will read out the prompts for that as well and tell you what books she is reading for that too. So the first book she picked is a manga. It's called One Piece. This is books like volumes 4, 5 and 6 from the One Piece saga, like manga, anime, series thing. This is to choose a book with a map in. She's actually tabbed that in the background. She's finessed this, I could tell. I'm guessing she's just reading 1 volume of this, maybe. We shall see. The next prompt is a book that keeps tempting her, so she purchased this a while ago. This is a graphic novel and it's called Lightfall. She's had this for a while. She saw Jade from JJ Reads read it along with Steph from Steph Loves. She picked it up. She's going to read this. And it's a wee graphic novel, so it shouldn't take her that long, she says. The next one is a standalone. She told me that this is for a thing, and she reckons that you guys will know what that means. That's apparently something that people say, is that this is for a thing. So this is for a thing, and she's supposed to have read this like for the past 2 months, and she hasn't, so she's reading this. And it's apparently like magical or realism, I think is what she said it is. But it's supposed to be cool by Erin Morgenstern. Up next is Lockwood & Co. The Screaming Staircase, and she's picked this one for the ghost/supernatural prompt. It says, hauntings are our business. So ghosts, screaming staircases. Also, she's part of this thing called Middle Grade Monthly that is ran by Gav from How to Train Your Gavin and Jade from JJ Reads. So she's decided to pick this because it covers all of that. The next prompt, oh, I nearly dropped the book. The next prompt is a thriller and she has picked The Family Tree. She was supposed to read this like a few months ago and didn't, so she has chosen now to read this. So I think what it's about. Oh, she's adopted and apparently one of her family members that she finds that she has could potentially be a serial killer? Question mark? Maybe? We shall find out. I'm also thinking she's gonna be she'll be doing vlogs for these, so you'll see as she sees what's going on with these things. So the next one is, she was kind of getting a bit like screamy about this. She was getting really excited about this one. So the next one is Soulbinder from Sebastian de Castell. This is the pick that she picked for a 5-star prediction. So she's read the first 3, she said, and they were all 5 stars. So this is her next 5-star prediction. So apparently she likes Rikus as well. Do you guys know this Rikus? She mentioned that he was a squirrel cat. I have absolutely no idea what that means. So if you do, well done. Add again. And the final one was a school setting. So I do think you can cross over prompts in this readathon if you can. I think she's decided not to because she picked Playing Bad Heroines or Catherine House. So she doesn't own Catherine House right now, and I didn't pick up Playing Bad Heroines before I started filming this video because I'm new to this. So Lisa can just do that editing thing she does where she puts little pictures up on the screen, like round about here. Hello. Yep. So it's that one. It's that one there. Or that one. One of those two she's gonna pick as a school setting. So yay. So the next ones, these are the ones I really care about. So the next ones are the prompts that she's picked because she chose me as a character. I'm an Altarian. I live in the Dark Meadow and it's a wild area. So there's 3 prompts for that. The first one is the Wren Hunt, and she's picked this because she has to pick a book that, let me have a look at the prompts because I didn't get. Okay, so because she's picked like the wild, like a rural area that I live in, she has to pick a prompt. A book, oh my god, I can't speak. She has to pick a book that's set in a forest area. So she's picked the Wren Hunt that she purchased from a company called How Novel a few months ago, and this is mostly set outside in a forest area. So that's one of them. The next one was a book that is dark academia because if you know anything about Altarians, we love books, we love research. We have a huge library underneath the ground in the Dark Meadow, so it only seems fitting that one of the prompts would be dark academia. So she picked the Ravens, and this is about witches and a school or university, one of these things. I think she picked this because it's a pretty cover. She does that a lot, so there we go. And the last prompt was to pick something that has a crow in the title or on the cover. So she picked Nevermore. So it has a wee crow on the front, but it also has crow in the title. So it's a double whammy. So they're the ones she picked for me. And because I'm nice, I'm going to tell you what she picked for the elf. I mean, I've got nothing against the elf, but she's an elf. I mean, come on. She doesn't even have fangs. Like, clearly, I'm better than the elf. So, she lives in the wild. The prompt is, again, a forest or mainly set outdoors. So she's picked this, Lisa has, not the elf. Lisa's picked this to read, and it's The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince. Apparently this one is the novella between the Life Ship Traders trilogy and the Tawny Man trilogy. She's currently doing a read-along, buddy read, if that's what it's called, with Michael, the average reader, and this is like the next again, like the next one after that. And then, because this one is she's from, Lisa will just like put a wee thingy on the screen that like tells you where she's from. And because she's from a really weird place that's not the Dark Meadow, just saying, she has to read something with fae in it. Fae or elves, and this is full of fae apparently. She's cried and laughed and a roller coaster of emotion. And the other two before this, sorry I keep saying this, you did came with this. This is Aka War, and she's recently read Aka Math, which she loved, so she tells me. So apparently she goes on about wingspan and mating bonds and stuff. This is apparently a really good series. She likes it. This again is like a buddy read, and she's sectioned it. Look at those sections. Clearly likes the section. So there's that. And the final one that she has to pick a book for is because she picked an elf as a character. Again, I'm sorry for those people that don't like elves. I don't like elves either. We have to live with each other, so I put up with them. They're very flighty. Like, they're very flighty. They go on and on about like horoscopes and the sun and the moon and the stars. I swear to God. That herb that they pick, I think there's something in it. So, anyway, she had to pick something that had stars or a moon or something. So she picked this. So I like this choice. This is an arc that she was gifted, and she's got to read it in September anyway, so she chose this, and that's that. We're back. We're in a slightly different position. I do apologise, my battery died. So the next bit is the prompts for Bookoplathon. She chose, very wisely I might add, she chose 4 roles, and we're apparently, with the magic that is editing, we're gonna go to the first role. Okay, so this is my Bookoplathon, and it's tiny because it's in my journal, so here we go. And we're gonna do 4 roles. First role is a 3. So this is my little marker. And we go 1, 2, 3. So it's a book that's less than 300 pages. So the first role was a book less than 300 pages. So because, as you can tell, she's got a hell of a lot of books already to read this month, she picked The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince. That is also a prompt for the magical readathon. So she used her brains and mixed, like doubled up on the prompts. So there we go. That's the one for that one. And now we're going to go on to role 2. Apparently. Next row. It is 15. Myth, law, legend, or fairy tale. Okay, so the next role was Greek mythology or lore. So this was apparently gifted to Lisa a while ago. She didn't realise she had it, so that was fun. So she's reading this. And we're gonna go on to role number 3. Role number 3 is 9. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last colour. So for roll number 3, she decided that what she's going to do is she's going to read Soulbinder and then read this straight after it. So this is the prompts that she picked for the elf. So she gets to pick to knock off a prompt for each readathon again if she chooses this. So that was another great move, I think. Finally, we're going to go on to roll number 4. And roll number 4 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that disability or mental health rep. So as you can see, she got disability rep. So she decided to pick, I think it was the Kish quotient, and that was on Kindle. So she's gonna, with the magic of editing, she's going to put a book cover right here where my hand is. Woo. And I dig in what it's about, but that is not the end of Lisa's TBR, because she's also reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber. That is the next book in the Caraval series. She's buddy reading that as well. She's also got Bitter Blue to read from the Graceling series for the Graceling along, and there's that to fit in. There's also Frost Heart 2, Escape to Aurora. So this is for the Frost Heart along, because book 3 comes out soon apparently, which I think is September. So there's that. So I think, don't quote me on this, because like I said, I'm really new to this. I'm just growing into my fangs, so I'm in a lot of pain right now. So I think that's everything. If it's not, again, magic of editing, Lisa will put something in here saying, sorry, I missed a book, or something like that. There we go. So I do apologise, this has taken way longer than I expected it to do, because for one, I can't speak, for two, my hair kept getting in my face. I do think you'll see me again for a while. You definitely will not see me if she doesn't read all these books and doesn't complete the novice path, because I will have to find another thing to be interested in if I can't get to Lillian. There's no other schools around, so I kinda need to get into this school. If you like this video, please give it a like so that Lisa knows whether to bring me back or not. But as a treat, I will be going to Yark next year. So if you're going to Yark next year, if you didn't see me in any future videos, you will see me at Yark in July 2022. I assure you that Lisa will be back regular schedule in the next couple of days, creating vlogs for you. If I don't see you before Yark, see you at Yark in 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took way longer than I expected it to do, so I apologise. It was nice to meet you all. Leave some nice comments in the comments. Comments in the comments. I'm such a funny onion. I didn't get how to end this video. Do I click that button? Right. I don't know how to end this video, so I'm going to do that thing that YouTubers do where they like smack the camera and say bye. So I'm going to do that, okay? Bye!